we know every single year, kind of like AI, kind of like technology, right? All of these things, they continuously develop. Why shouldn't we? Why should we stay the same and everything else around us is changing? That makes no sense. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. I've helped hundreds of creative entrepreneurs and business owners to take back their free time, generate additional revenue, and celebrate while living that work from anywhere lifestyle through creating online courses and digital education. So I'm super excited that you guys are here. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better. And this has to work. Right? Let's get it. Well, happy Monday, awesome party peeps. I'm always so excited when I hop on here. I missed you guys so much. I wasn't able to hop on for the last few days, but I'm excited to be back. And you already know, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. If you are new here, we talk all things premium courses, online courses, luxury mentoring and coaching programs, and really how we started to put those together. Today, I just want to really talk about something kind of general, and then we'll relate it to online courses as we move towards the end of the episode. But let's talk about supercharging your business, okay? And I just want to bring this reminder because if you're watching this, it's likely you are a high performer, okay, overachiever. You're someone who takes pride in accomplishing goals, moving towards new and exciting things. We look for, as high performers, things to surprise us and delight us, if you will, right? Like we look for challenges, problems to solve. We look for new information, right? We're constantly seeking knowledge, all of those things. And so I want to encourage you today, in every other area of your life, you are charging, okay, before you move into your day. And if you are not, like if you don't have a routine, if you will. I believe everyone has a routine. That's first and foremost. What's going on, Tasha? A Taste of Tea Salon. I see you on. Mentees in the building. Great morning, great morning. By the way, if you're watching this, depending on where it is that you are, let me know, okay, in the comments where you're watching from, where you are located. I always like to interact with you guys live and figure out where in the world you are with this global reach and this global impact. So I want to bring this really quickly. I saw somebody else. There was another creator, and I don't know their name, but they were talking about this, and she likened it to, charging your phone, right? Like she talked about charging your phone, pardon me, before you leave the house. And I feel like sometimes I fail to do that, okay? But other areas of our lives, like we have to be very intentional. I was talking to my sister a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago now. I can't really, all the days start to run together sometimes. But I was talking to her and she was like, yeah, I just, woke up and I was like on my way to the gym. And I'm like, I can't leave the house like that. Like I get so irritated when I wake up late or I sleep in or I snooze the alarm too many times, because it happens, okay, depending on where I'm at in the world and what it is that I'm doing. But sometimes I snooze too many times and I know that I'm scheduled to hit the gym at a certain time. Either I want to catch a class or I just want to be ahead of my day, right? So we all have these routines, these daily routines, whether they're productive or unproductive, these things that we do. And I encourage you, here's a practical tip. Start writing down things that you do during the day. Like take inventory at the end of each night, end of each day. Take inventory of what you did throughout the day. So the activity plus how much time you spent on the activity. And you will be surprised how much time, even as high performers, we waste sometimes doing a bunch of nothing, okay? And that's like the absolute truth. Watching TV, things that aren't productive towards achieving our goals and the things that we really want to do. So I was talking to my sister and I was like, I can't get out of the bed and just leave the house. Like it doesn't work for me. What's up, Cameron? I see you on. Good to see you on this morning, afternoon, night. Let me know where you're watching from. I can't do it, right? I have to charge my battery, my personal battery, my spiritual battery before I leave the house. Just kind of like my phone. Sometimes, again, I hop out the house and my phone is not charged, and that sets me up for sometimes, trying to find a charger, and it's hectic, it's chaotic. It's the same thing if I don't charge my personal battery, my spiritual battery. I don't get my meditation in, or I don't read my Bible, or I'm not getting my prayer in, right? That's a problem for me. Like I feel the difference when I leave my house. And so with that being said, it's the same also for your business life, right? Like if you're going to charge every area of your life, like I go to the gym to charge my physical activity. I eat healthily to charge my physical and mental capacity to be able to do what it is that I need to do to give myself the energy I need physically throughout the day. I charge my mental, right, and my personal development reading or listening to audiobooks, right, listening to YouTube videos sometimes. And also, okay, my business life is important to me. I charge my business life with mentorship. I charge my business life with accountability. I charge my business life with learning and honing new skill sets, even skill sets that I feel like I've already developed. We know every single year, kind of like AI, kind of like technology, right? All of these things, they continuously develop. Why shouldn't we? Why should we stay the same and everything else around us is changing? That makes no sense. So the same with your business. In order to supercharge your business life, in my opinion, the fastest way to do that, supercharge, all right, is to grab a mentor, grab somebody who can really guide you and lead you through, hold you accountable for getting done what you want to do, and also help you shorten the length of time that it would take to learn certain things, okay? Not just through the mistakes, but even if you took the time to develop a skill set on your own and start to learn and comb through books or audiobooks, however you prefer to consume information, definitely YouTube videos. YouTube videos are all over the place, okay? There are so many people who are experts. There are some people who are definitely experts and pros in their areas, in their lanes of expertise, what it is that they do. There are others who are posing online, unfortunately, and it's difficult and it takes time. It's time consuming to comb through all of that information. Plus you have people who are legitimate experts in their fields who just do things differently, right? And so depending on what you resonate with, that's the type of mentor that you're going to choose. It's not that anyone else is doing it a wrong way necessarily, right? Although again, we do have posers. I have to put that disclaimer out there. What's going on, Lokesh? I see you on. Cameron is in Pakistan. Hello. It's good to see you guys on. There are posers, but even when you look at the experts who are doing things the right way, there are different methods. There are different ways to like do stuff, right? And so you have to use your discernment. You have to be plugged in, right? That personal development piece is so important. Knowing what it is that you want, understanding your goals and moving towards those. I posted something the other day that really talked about what's going on, Maurice. Great morning, afternoon, or evening to you. Let me know where you're watching from. But I posted something the other day about when you change your goals, you change your life. Okay. And I truly believe that. I believe that when you level up your goals, when you create goals that seem out of reach, when you start to focus your energy, okay, around achieving those goals, like anytime you set a goal, your behavior changes to reach that goal. It's kind of like this thing that kind of just happens, but if we are more conscious about it and we are more intentional about it, we can actually make it faster, okay? Guide our actions, our behaviors, our thought processes, what we believe to be true to get that goal and reach that goal faster. Because when you set the goal, it's going to enable you to kind of those like resources start to find you. I can't really explain it. If you've ever set a goal, then you kind of know this, right? It's kind of one of those things where when you truly get focused on what it is that you want and you finally, even getting it out of your head and onto paper is important. I like to give practical tips too, because a lot of the things that will move your goals forward are very these abstract, right, thoughts. And so being able to put them into a practical sense, which pro tip, that's the whole point of teaching your courses. Okay, I told you I was going to relate this back to courses. The whole point of being able to teach courses is to take abstract ideas and thoughts, things that we know innately, but when we hear them from someone else, there's this deeper sense of knowing. We connect with it, right? And so as a teacher, you're able to take those abstract ideas and put them into a format that's going to be able to reach other people. Grant, I don't know what you're looking for here, but I hope you go find it somewhere else. It takes nothing to be respectful and to be kind on this channel, and that's what we're about. So see you later. Sending you much love. But with that being said, it's one of those things that teaching is a skill set, right? It's something that you hone. And so these abstract ideas, if you can take from your head and put it onto paper, okay, your goals, like the thing that you actually want to achieve, I promise you, just doing that step alone, instead of constantly having it in here and thinking about it, writing it down is a practical, actionable step that will bring you one step closer to gaining the resources that you need, okay, in order to achieve that goal. So there's something about getting it out of your head, putting it onto paper, being able to physically see it, that will cause you start to change your everything, right? Your actions, your beliefs, your behaviors, your thought processes around that specific goal. It starts to make it real, right? If you will, like, it starts to make it tangible. You make the intangible tangible by just simply writing it down. Then you start to find opportunities, or you start to see opportunities differently. I'll say that, because these opportunities come to you, right? I don't really believe, like, yes, you should be proactive in seeking, right, the opportunities, but I really believe if you're paying attention, they'll come to you and you'll see them. It's just up to you to proactively accept them, to take action on the opportunities being presented. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like it's this abstract thing that we all know, okay? We know this innately, but sometimes we need to hear it, or we can't quite put it into words, right, on this morning. So hopefully this is making sense. Money Lack, what's going on? I see you on. Says, yes, I agree. Resources do find you. Yeah, they do. Especially when you get intentional about what you want, okay? And that's really the purpose of today's message, is get intentional about what you want. The same way that you're feeding every other area of your life. And if you're not already, I'm highly encouraging you to do so, okay? You already have a routine. Is it productive? That's the question. So one of the practical tips, and I'll go back to what I said earlier, is to really start to evaluate at the end of every night. Evaluate, what did you do? Okay, what was the activity and how much time did you spend on it? And was it productive towards your goal? Whatever goal you're currently working on, whatever season you're in, was that activity, the amount of time that you spent, productive in pushing you towards that goal? And if it wasn't, I'm encouraging you to reevaluate in the same night, right? At the same time, how it should have gone, right? How you would have liked for it to go, and make a separate column for that. So I think that's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So the activity that you did, how much time you spent on it, was it productive or unproductive in regards to your goal, right? You have the vision of your goal, you know what it is that you want. And then if it wasn't, then write out in that last column how it should have gone, okay? How you would have liked for it to gone. And I promise you, I know it sounds silly. I know it might sound like, I don't know what this is going to do for me, but just do it, okay? Just do it. And then at the end of a week, you'll start to see changes in the way that you approach, okay, your goals, your life, your behaviors. You'll start to see changes in the way that you think, all of those things, okay? I promise you, it works. It works all day long. There was something else I was going to say, but I cannot remember. I can't remember what it was, but it'll come back to me if it's meant for me to say it. I hope this is helpful. I'm going to leave it there. Again, take these practical tips and apply them to your life, your personal life, your business. It's time to level up, okay? You can supercharge your business. I'll say this until my face turns blue. Okay, I'm a huge advocate for mentorship. Grab a mentor, grab somebody who already knows what they're doing, and just follow the plan. That's literally it. Just follow the plan. It's going to seem weird, some of the things that you are going to be doing, only because it's different. But if you trust your mentor, if you trust, that you're on the right path, if you trust your goal, if you trust your vision, and you trust that resources are coming to you, that they are finding you, and you're taking proactive steps, right, to going in the right direction towards that goal, then trust the plan. Okay, trust that it's all going to work out. Just do the thing, follow the steps, and I promise you, like, life is going to look way different. That's the thing that I was actually going to say. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So one of the things that happens a lot in my programs, my mentorship programs, is, and I tell my students this up front, like, I'm like, watch by the time, by the time we get to week 6 and 7, you're going to look physically different. Like, these changes that happen internally, you look physically different. Even my niece, I saw my niece was visiting over the weekend, and there were pictures. We were going through old pictures, and she's like, I don't even know how these pictures got on my phone, Auntie, but we're on the phone, and she's like sending me pictures back and forth. I'm like, oh my God, all these amazing memories, right, from back in the day. And she showed me this picture of me and my mom, and she's like, you look different. And this picture was probably from about maybe 5 years or so ago when I first started my business. And she's like, Auntie, you look physically different. Like, you look like a different person. And it wasn't just the hair. She was like, yeah, your hair is different, but you look different. And I tell my students all the time, like, when you go through these internal transformations, will physically show themselves, right? Like, you'll speak differently. You'll speak more clearly, more, louder, like all of these things. You'll physically look more confident if you, follow the process. You know what it is that you're doing now. You know what it is that you want now. You're more clear and more sure of yourself. And so just dropping that real quick, that all of these changes will start to take place. And when you look back, you'll be a completely different person. All right. And it's really exciting. It's really fun to watch yourself develop. Right. And you not necessarily, when you're in it, you don't really realize it. But looking back, it's like, it's just amazing to watch. So hopefully you experience that transformation as well. If you're ready to get started, you're looking for a business mentor, you can get started at jumpfirstacademy.org. Shameless plug, jumpfirstacademy.org. I'll link it below. It's a free training. There's also an advanced training if you're interested. It's still $7, but that price is going to go up. So we're repackaging the advanced training to be a premium training. And so I'm super excited about it. The training itself is still premium, okay? But we want to include some additional things that will really help you start to take practical steps and actions towards really achieving what it is that you want. So we'll be charging a little bit more for that to include additional things inside of that training. But if you want it while it's $7, I'll link it down below, or you can head over to jumpfirstacademy.org/advanced VIP training. I love y'all so much. I hope this is helpful. I'm going to go back and rewatch this. I say it all the time. The things that I put on this channel are not just for you guys. They're for me too. They're really encouraging and inspiring for me. Again, kind of like what we're talking about, to look back at the journey and see just how far we've come and where it is that we're going. I love y'all so much. Please keep believing in you, because I believe in you, and I will catch y'all back here tomorrow, same time, same place. If you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification, and drop it in the comments to let me know where you're watching from. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Bye, y'all.